Hello, and welcome to WJ Technology's webinar on Signs Your GovCon Business Has Outgrown QuickBooks. My name is Valerie Austin, and I'm an accounting manager at WJ Technologies. Our firm provides accounting, consulting, and compliance services primarily for government contractors. Our director, Susan Longo, oversees the outsourced accounting practice here at WJ Technologies. And Karen Lewis, our managing member, is responsible for the ongoing success of our firm by ensuring our clients receive the accounting support needed to help meet their organization's goals. If you are a government contractor who feels overwhelmed when it comes to your current accounting systems, like juggling too many spreadsheets and multiple software systems, or stressed about how much time is taken away from focusing on more meaningful work, and worried if your books are up to date and DCAA compliant, you may have outgrown your current system. If you are using Quickbooks or something similar, your team is probably spending too much time and energy on accounting, instead of focusing on what's most important for your business. We know the telltale signs, and our goal is to help you find solutions. As government contractors, you know your accounting practices must be DCAA compliant for getting and keeping those federal contracts. QuickBooks is a great starting point for most small and medium-sized companies, but it is not designed with GovCons in mind. This can lead to workarounds and missteps, resulting in everyone's nightmare, audit trouble, or worse, loss of federal contracts. So let's look at some of the signs that you've outgrown your current accounting system. Number 1, you are manually gathering data from different places and having to enter it into other software. By utilizing a system that automates the timekeeping and expense reporting process, a company can reduce the mistakes and time it takes to hand key information into their accounting system. This leads to a more efficient and error-proof process. Number 2, your team is reliant on spreadsheets. When staff is constantly playing the find the right spreadsheet game and unsure which one is current, it leads to errors and frustration all around. As companies grow, some of the manual processes that worked when government contractors were small can now become prone to errors due to the complexity and number of transactions. For example, the indirect cost allocation. Manual calculation in Excel requires updating your calculation spreadsheet when new accounts are added and ensuring they end up in the correct pool, whereas a more robust system can automatically pull in new GL accounts to the appropriate pool. Number 3, you use several systems to manage everything from accounting, inventory, and assets. When you have disparate systems, for example, QuickBooks for your accounting, a system to track inventory, another for AP payments, and yet another that processes expenses, making sure all 4 systems are in sync and reconciled can be a nightmare. In one case, we had a client that used QuickBooks for their accounting system and had a separate payroll system that did not integrate with QuickBooks. The effort to record the labor in QuickBooks to the right projects and GL accounts took several hours to prepare the Excel spreadsheet, resolve any errors, and then record a JE in QuickBooks. An integrated accounting system would take minutes to post the labor distribution. It can lead to problems when systems don't play well together, or humans forget to connect the data in one place for reporting. Number 4, your team is sharing user licenses. Imagine how nice it would be if every employee had a license with unique user access, allowing for easier collaboration. Additionally, with the new cybersecurity requirements for government contractors, this will be a requirement. Number 5, compliance. Do you know if your current system follows the unique requirements for federal contracts? When you have to stay on top of requirements and compliance issues yourself, it can quickly become overwhelming. An accounting system that can produce contract briefs or allow you to print reports at target rates versus actual rates with the change of a radio button are just 2 examples of how you can ensure compliance. Number 6, your reporting capabilities lack any depth. Accounting systems built for government contractors have out-of-the-box reports that provide the information government contractors need. For example, project status reports, revenue summary reports, statement of indirect expenses, and reports that help you auto-populate schedules in the incurred cost submission. If your team is forced to rely on spreadsheets for reporting, the results are often prone to error. It is also unnecessarily labor intensive. As you can see, QuickBooks has many disadvantages for government contractors because it simply isn't designed and tailored for them, especially if they want to keep those contracts and continue to grow. And when your accounting system makes your team work harder to stay in compliance, it's time to find a new solution. So what can you do? There are a lot of solutions out there, solutions that save you time, energy, and cost, and are always up to date on current federal requirements for government contractors like you. And this is where we can step in to help. Our process begins by working with you to gain an in-depth understanding of your current business processes and identify pain points in your current system. This helps us determine which system will best fit your organization's business needs. We will then perform a detailed articulation of your organization's requirement functionality for both your current processes and expected future processes. Once complete, we compare the various strengths of each vendor's solution with your organization's requirements in order to determine the optimal alignment. Before we end our webinar, I'd like to answer a few questions we generally hear from companies that are interested in making the move to a new system. Probably the most common question: how long does conversion to a new system typically take? A typical implementation takes 3 to 6 months. The specific length of an implementation will depend on a number of factors, including the system you choose, the number and type of contracts your company has, the number of employees, and other factors. Rest assured, you can continue using QuickBooks or your current system while we work through setup of the new system. What type of training do you provide? Based on the system selected, we could provide one-on-one coaching, formal classroom or virtual training, and desktop guides to help employees learn the new system. How can I reduce the cost of a new accounting system implementation? The implementation of an accounting system requires the migration of historical data and the testing of the system functionality. Clients can save money by playing a significant role in testing the historical data moved to the new system and testing that the system was configured and is working as planned. For example, testing the posting of an AP voucher to ensure it goes to the correct vendor, correct accounts, and is reflected on the AP aging report. Thank you for viewing our webinar today. If you have any questions or would like to hear more about this service or other services we can provide, please don't hesitate to contact us. We are happy to provide more information and assist you with making the best decisions for your company's accounting system needs. Thank you again and have a great day.